Let's design a brand pattern in Adobe Illustrator. If it's the first time you see me, hi, I am Justine, I'm a brand designer in the US, and here on YouTube I love to give you some graphic design tips, talk about creative apps, and also share some design with me videos. So if you are into those kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Alright, so let's get right into today's video, and we are going to design a brand pattern using a project that I designed during one of my Behance live stream. The company is called Eat Me, and this is a pizzeria. They are targeting millennial women. So the entire branding has been done, but we haven't designed any brand pattern, which is not me. So I figured that I will show you how I designed my brand pattern using this particular project. So we already have all the elements, color and all, and we just have to draw those illustrations and make a really cute pattern out of it. We're going to start with what kind of illustration we want in our pattern. We want, obviously this is a pizza place, you're going to see the branding, but we want a woman, we want a slice of pizza, we want a pizza box, and we're gonna also add the brand mark, which is a simple E. I already sketched the illustration yesterday into Procreate. I first sketched with pencil brush, and then I use a pen brush to make it even better and be able to use it into Adobe Illustrator. So I'm going to show you a footage of this really fast time lapse. It's like, I think 15 seconds where you're going to see me draw, and then we will transfer all those drawing into Adobe Illustrator. So what we're going to use and how I drew them, we're going to go into Adobe Illustrator in our desktop. So I've already opened the project that I've done into Behance. This is our branding, so we have those very bright orange and red colors, and we have an icon that's a woman eating a pizza because we are targeting millennial woman. And so we are going to bring those illustration that we done in Procreate. So I put in my desktop over here and I just drop it. I'm gonna image trace those basically. So we're going to embed them, and then we're going to image trace. So right here, I do this trick quite a lot, like if not every time I'm designing a brand identity. So image trace, and I'm gonna do a black and white logo because we only have the color black on this picture though. Black and white logo, that's gonna be pretty accurate. Yes, look at this. So he added me a background for this because I did a black and white. So that's perfect. This is exactly how I drew it. We're gonna go into this window here. It's the image trace panel, and we're going to the advanced section, and here you can play with some of the settings and see if that change anything into your drawing or not. Obviously we want to ignore the white, so we're going to do ignore white here. I'm happy with that. So in that case, if you're happy, you're going to do expand, and now you have a new shape that Adobe Illustrator created for you, and we can play with those. You can change the color, we can group them, anything you want. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to ungroup all of those, okay, and I'm going to take one at a time. So I'm going to take all of this, I'm gonna expand, and we're going to group this guy. There's one. I'm gonna do the same with this. Now, as I told you, I wanted to also add the E, but for it to be in the same vibe of those illustrations that are just like outline illustration for this pattern, I want to outline as well my letter. We do have everything we need to make our pattern, so let's do it. So what I do, it doesn't really matter how you put your things, so how big they are right now, you can change everything afterwards. So what you want to do first is just select all of your drawing or all of your illustration or whatever you're going to put in your pattern. You're going to go into object, pattern, and make. It's gonna open this pattern window when you can see that's a new pattern that you're doing. You can save a copy of it, you can done, cancel, whatever. And then this pattern panel open, and this is where you can start playing with stuff. So this is the area of your pattern. I already kind of like it like that. That looks really good. But what you can do, you just select your illustration and move it. When you move it into this blue square over here, as you can see, well, everything moves into the pattern. So you can do a pattern like that, and then you can start. Right now we have a grid, so that's a grid. You can tell that you want the blue line, so that's the square. You want to size tile, so that's a tile to the art. So if you do that, it's gonna, all the blue lines are going to go closest to your art. So now it's close. So if you want some separation in between two things, you won't be able to really much get them, because if you're too close, everything is too close. Does that make sense? So you gotta be a little bit separated from things. So you can make a pattern like this, and you can then be like, I want no overlap. You can start changing a couple of settings, and you can also tell how many copy you want. So here's how it's gonna look, right? And you can be like, oh, do I want this pattern to be that big? If you don't want it that big, you just have to resize the art the same way that we'll do anywhere else. You can make this a little bit smaller. You can keep on having a grid like this if it is the look that you're looking for, or you can change the tile type. So you can do brick by row. You can also do brick by column. And inside brick of column and brick of row, obviously you can change how your brick is going to look like. Does that make sense? What I usually do, it's grid or brick by row. I really like this one for some reason, and I think this is the one that we're going to use. So right now, my pattern is going to be black. If I want my pattern to be another color, I will have to change the color of the illustration. Let's see our pattern in black, shall we? I'm gonna add a new artboard, and then on this artboard, I'm going to make this shape to cover it up, and into our swatches. Our pattern is into our swatches now, so I'm going to swatches. Right here, I can select my pattern. Ooh, cool. See that? Add another rectangle, and that is our pattern. And I'm gonna click on the pattern, double click, and you're gonna go into edit pattern and add the color that we wanted. So anyways, I'm gonna use this color for the background, and here is my pattern on it. And so we're gonna do the opposite here. Yes, look at this. You can change whatever you want after that. You can redo your pattern. You can change where they are if you want them more like this. If you want them more like that, this is your choice. If you want to change everything around, if you want to put different colors and all, you can just go back, select everything, object, pattern, make, and right here you have another kind of pattern. Alright guys, as usual, if you learned something today, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. I always appreciate your support, and I hope you had fun, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching, and see you soon.